Yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 10-2 start. 45 to the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. West. 45.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
90 Wolf. You can't block me. You can't block me. 45 to the mic.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Switch gears. Mike, 45.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Down, 18 Gator. Here we go. Q26, Q26. Single. Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get that home.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Sam off.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got a man at Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 50, Mike 50. We own them. We own them.
Here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Now Lawrence. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Hey, my 7. Oh!
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Davion Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check. 53's mine.
They'll set up a throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
X3. 218, jump.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
4 down, check. 4 down.
Here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Hines. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Stand up there. Go! Yes!
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. They're not ready for this, man.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Smooth draw fortress. Rock it. Now.
Here's Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Mike's 50. Let's go. Let's go, defense.
Go.
Mike 50. Yo.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, 53. It's our time. It's our time. 53.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this one complete to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Single.
Five.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, 950.
Hey, check. 6-6, 4-5.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now this throw caught left side and out across midfield down to the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Second and 8 coming up.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Back to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 45 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
There we go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Right around It's picked. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eagles first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go out.
Check three, check three. Alert three, alert three. Alert three.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Here, baby.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.